say that does affect your perception of depth. I suppose your eyes are taking a little bit of time to adjust to the ball coming out of the lights again, focusing on it. They definitely talk about it as being slightly difficult.
Pulled away and long enough. Pretorius, the fielder, had no chance, but it was a short delivery that sat up to be hit.
Right pull shot from Sedikula. He hit one on the other side of the ground earlier in his innings. Similar shot. Then, like Nabi, a front foot pull shot. Like Nabi to the longer side. The length of that boundary did not matter at all.
50 comes up. Goes straight, but not powerful enough. Sakandaraza, the captain, running around with a shake of the head as if to suggest he should have been out earlier. A fine innings comes to an end now.
Yeah, wonderful innings from Sedikula. Definitely the anchor around which the others played. Looking for the vacant long-off region. Mid-off was in the circle. That was Raza, the skipper. And that's the way to catch, boys. Skipper leading from the front. The man who dropped the ball in the last game waves his finger in righteous victory. Sedikula Atal gone 64 or 44. He scored 153 for 5.
Capital skipper now, Dasun Shanaka. It's a real beauty to start first up.
Well, that was quick. It said 137 on the speed gun. This is the wicket ball though. Sedikula trying to lift it over mid-off, and quite rightly, a lot of space out there. It's the right shot. Just didn't hit it well enough. He's happy with that piece of fielding.
Delivery. Sakandaraza will be pleased with where things have gone in this over. Beyond the first delivery that was dispatched for 6. He's had 6 innings before, 3 not out, so you can see there was capacity in this Capitals batting lineup that was underutilized. Can he come good tonight? Shanaka. Another play and a miss. With an appeal too.
He didn't look like he got anywhere near that. Taskin banging the ball hard into the deck. Getting some sprightly bounce out of the pitch. Dasun, new to the crease, has missed 2 in a row. Looking for that boundary over backward point. Taskin hopeful.
It will also put a little more pressure on Mohamed Nabi, who will be expecting to maximize run scoring in these last remaining overs. Only 6 from the overs so far. And he finally gets hold of one, but should fall safely. So eventually off the mark, and he will keep strike. Capitals, they need a big over, very big over to close things out. 168 for 5. Dasun Shanaka just struggling a bit to get his fluency. He's 5 from 8 balls. He'll be looking for an early boundary in the over. Goes high in the air, and Sakandaraza makes no mistake. So there is a little bit of redemption for Taskin.
Well, Taskin's come back brilliantly since he dropped that catch a few overs ago in his previous over. And the opposition captain now, Sharjah, gone for 5. He struggled, faced 9 balls for those 5. This was a heavy length ball and actually hittable. But he's got his man, Rahman, the Warriors skipper. Sharjah gone, as I say, struggling for his 5. 168 for 6.
Taskin now to David Willey. Does the right thing, just turns the strike over, offers the more fluent Mohammad Nabi the strike.
Yeah, good piece of cricket from Willey. Nabi's hitting the ball well. Sharjah tried to take it on himself. His heavy length. Raza, as ever, has been excellent in the field. Taskin looking for a strong finish for his side. Started the happy and proud.
Where will this boundary come from? Which will maybe be searching for. He's got it! Right off the screws! Into the second tier, that's a monster!
And that's why David Willey wanted Mohammad Nabi on strike.
1st of January 2026. Got a long way to go in his career. There he goes again. It's a skyer, and it falls safely. A couple more runs to Mohammad Nabi, so he's taking control of this final over with the bat.
Strong swing of the bat again. This time just a top edge.
It's a length to ball here, Andy.
Well, I'm really surprised he's not trying to fire it up at even his left heel, if anything. I know it's a little short to that side, but you don't want to give him any room to swing those arms. He's swinging them to great effect at the moment. It's got to be either Yorker or perhaps slower ball looking for a mishit.
It's exactly 9. 2 deliveries remaining in this last over. Nabi gets hold of 1. Didn't get the elevation.
Taskin lucky to get away with that. That was pace on. Heavy length again. We know what happened to the previous one he tried in that area. Anyway, 1 ball left. Capitals have played an outstanding innings here. It's the heavy length. Banged in hard. Equally hard swing from Mohammad Nabi.
Now will the field change? Bowling to David Willey. Because Willey will be aiming leg side. There is a deep fine leg, deep backward square. There's a deep mid wicket, and there is a long one as well. Now that deep fine leg will come into that inner circle. Deep third goes back. So he's giving himself a few options. Here it is, last ball of the innings. And he goes short. So there should run 2. And will Willey get there? He puts in the dive. I think he's safe. So a couple runs to end the last over. 12 coming from it. It's been a consistent effort with the bat from the Capitals. They end their innings batting first, 180 for 6. They'll think this is above par. A lot of that batting and run scoring coming from Siddiqullah Atal, the UAE player, just holding the innings together, and the flourish from Nabi to end things on a high for the Capitals. 180 for 6.
I think this match is on a knife edge. Darren Ganga's making a hasty retreat, because he's the man who's got the Capitals winning this. Warriors chasing 181 to beat the Capitals, and it's going to be Mustafizur Rahman, who's edging his way towards 400 wickets in T. Johnson Charles from St. Lucia, the super sub. He's nudged it round the corner with the fine leg up inside the circle. That's the wrong line to bowl that when your fielder is inside the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, that onside, you got to make sure you avoid it. You look to pitch the ball in the line of the stumps. This is easy pickings. He didn't really have to move his feet. Just stayed very calm and allowed the ball to come to him. And then, of course, using his wrist into play.
That's come straight off the edge. And Salam Khail has done well. The wily spinner becomes a wily catcher.
I thought they were not going to catch that, because the point fielder and Waqar Salam Khail, they were not sure who was going to catch. And I'm sure, I'm just going to find out who the fielder, another fielder was. But slow delivery outside the off stump, it didn't read it at all, just top edge. And they were not sure. And then, oh, just at the last second, just stretching his hands, stretching his arms. And Shanika was really, his heart was in his mouth. They're all really surprised with the catch. At the end, it's all good for the Capitals. Johnson Charles gone for 4. It's 12 for 1.
Tom Abel, yeah, Englishman, 101 not out his best. Strike rate 133.98. Got all the shots in the book, this fella. And once again, Johnson Charles has perished early. Not quite sure where he was playing this, Waqar.
I don't think he picked the slow delivery. It was a cutter. He was just looking to play on the onside. And watch the man right next to him. He was coming in for the catch first. Sadiqullah is the man, and it was actually his catch to begin with. And then he realized, no, maybe let Waqar do the job, and Waqar did it, as always.
Well, that might well be a contender for the Cycle Hub best catch of the season. And of course, the player can win a stylish and super bike. Brought to you by the Cycle Hub. Now have a look at this. Slower ball, the deception was there. Johnson Charles looking, I'm not sure, long on. And then Waqar Salam Khail. Sadiqullah did well by stopping. Otherwise, that might have been a collision. Nicely played, beautifully caressed through that extra cover. Jordan Cox, the fielder.
That was a controlled drive, wasn't it? He just leaned into the shore. That's the sign of someone who's in good nick. Someone's got a talent, and look at that shot. That first delivery was from middle leg, and then suddenly decided to just go a little bit wide and a lot slower, 110 Ks. And Waqar Salam Khail did a good job at the end. I guess those two, both of them speak Pashto, and then must have said, okay, it's mine, just move away right at the end. End up catching a very, very good catch.
They get it. They'll get a single here. 2 gone, the Warriors 16 for 1. Do with the ball, and Salam Khail at 210.
Well, if you have struggled to deal with Waqar Salam Khail, there we go. Mustafizur comes on, and good captaincy by Shanaka. Not waiting till the end, bringing his premier fast bowler now to finish things. 73 required of 30 deliveries. Last 30 deliveries, 24 for 4. And that's where Warriors have went down, and the only plus for them is that Ru's still there. Can he play some magic? Because this way they're not going to win. They need boundaries, because the run rate gone over 14.5.
Yeah, just nearly everything depending on Ru now. Didn't quite get the distance. And John Cox was never going to drop that. Nicely played, but again straight to the fielder. That hunt for a boundary continues. 34 deliveries now.
As you all know, that he provides to his skipper and his bowlers, is always there and about. Good catcher. And again, trying to hike that over mid-on. Ball's not rolling tonight. It's a damp outfield. I wouldn't say a wet outfield, but it's a little damp. So ball's not traveling the way we have seen previously in the matches.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for the Warriors. Like you rightly said, the ball just holding up in the outfield, not flowing. Rashid, though, we know he's capable of playing some big shots. We've seen that already in this tournament. Played a nice little cameo. Swing and a miss.
It's very good for the Capitals that Mustafizur Rahman's coming back in form. He's finding his rhythm, he's finding his slow deliveries. So much experience, but didn't really bowl well so far in this tournament. This match, he's picked a wicket, not given anything away. And again, ball quicker this time. There's an appeal, there was a sound, and they're all asking the on-field umpire that we think there was an under edge.
But a court behind review, give a nod out on field. It's a fair delivery. Just looking at split screen now. Roll it through. Roll it through. Keep rolling. Okay, the ball goes close to the bat, so we can go through to ultra edge when it's available, please. Ultra edge coming up now. Roll it through. Okay, we'll get a spike on the edge of the bat, so there's bat involved. Have to get you to change your decision to out, Rodney. I'll let you know you're on screen. Signal now.
Finger up. Al-Rashid had to play that shot, had to try and get a boundary. Unfortunately, just got an edge. Neatly caught by Shayan behind the stumps.
Well, his delivery, the first delivery of the over was 107 kilometers, but that delivery where he picked up a wicket was 138.2. Inside edge to the keeper, Adil Rashid gone for 2. It's 113 for 8.
Dot ball to end the 16. 113 for 8.